Hey you guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here with an update on Gypsy Rose Blanchard. She went on a little bit of an extra salty rant over on her Instagram, and I was sent this numerous times, so I figured why not? Let's just get this out of the way and talk about it. So if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, also at the end of this video, I am going to include an update on that young child that was found. It was in Indiana, and her father is a police officer. I'll include an update on her at the very end of this video. It's come to light that this child is actually a foster child. No child should be treated in that manner. Doesn't matter if it's a bio child, foster child, whatever it is. But to know that they were using this foster child as a punching bag, so to speak, just really broke my heart. So I will include that at the very end. And yeah, tell me how you guys feel. I feel like there's really not a whole lot to talk about when it comes to that because it is just so despicable and heartbreaking. But I figured in the same video, let's also update that I talked about a few days ago. And the other PSA that I wanted to put in the beginning of this video is that hopefully tomorrow I'm going to upload my reaction to Ken going on Sir Morbid's live stream. Ken had a whole lot to say, and to be honest, today just kind of got away from me. I had other things to take care of, and at this point I don't have time to film a reaction to about 50 minutes of a live stream, so that will be coming very soon, hopefully tomorrow. Keep an eye out if that's something you're interested in. But let's talk about what Gypsy had to say. She posted false rumors of the week. So obviously she is super pissed off that people are talking about her in any kind of a negative light. God forbid you're a public figure and not everybody likes you because you used a disabled man to murder your mother. That is why people don't like you, Gypsy Rose. This is not some kind of unfair smear campaign, because if it was, I would be the first person to say this is wrong and this should not be happening. But that is not what has gone on with Gypsy Rose at all. Now, also keep in mind, Gypsy saying that these are false rumors of the week, like obviously she's gonna say that they're false, but who would we be to believe a pathological liar when they come and say that something is not true? You have proven that you can lie and make it look very, very, very easy. Number one, no, CPS is not involved. Our baby is very safe and healthy. Eye roll emoji. Now, me personally, I haven't seen anyone saying that CPS is involved. Do I think that CPS should be involved in any case where there is even a grain of doubt as far as a child's safety goes? Yes, but I have not seen anyone saying that CPS is involved with Gypsy Rose or Ken. No, I am not on any weight loss medication. I just look damn good for postpartum. Hate me 'cause you ain't me. How demeaning. How demeaning to sit there and say, I look damn good, hate me because you hate me. Now again, this rumor, I have not seen or heard anyone talking about any kind of weight loss medication. I've seen people say, wow, one day the belly's there, the next it's not, then we come back and it looks like you're 8 months pregnant, and then just a few days later it looks like you're not pregnant at all. That's weird, that's suspicious, and we're dealing with somebody who is, again, a pathological liar. So why would you expect anyone to take your word at face value when you have reminded everybody that you have the moral compass of a trash bag? Number three is something that I've actually heard a few people speculating about. And she said, no, Christy does not take care of my child for me. I do everything and I am rocking it as a mom. Well, again, I just simply don't believe you because you're a garbage person, and I think that you have shown everybody that you are, in fact, a terrible person. So why would people not call into question whether or not you are parenting your own child? And the final rumor that she decided to address is number 4. No, the baby in the picture with Ken and I after birth is not a doll or a fake baby. Now again, of course people are going to think that. For me, the first thing I thought when I saw that photo was released was, wow, you said you're not going to be utilizing your child on social media, and here you are. Photographs from the literal hospital room. You didn't even get discharged from the hospital before you were allowing people to take photos so everybody knew that, oh wow, Gypsy had a baby. I never called in question whether or not the baby was real or fake. I did say that these two adults did collaborate and have a child. I called it a fetal collaboration and people got all mad at me for that. But that's in fact what this is. I don't think that these are two people that genuinely are in love and want to bring a child into this world so that they can give this child the very best. I think that Gypsy is one of those people that thinks that having a baby will lock down a man. That man will be around forever. Everything is going to be, the grass is always green. Everything is good. I'm rocking it and I'm doing the best job, and look at my body. I am patiently awaiting for that mindset to dwindle, because guarantee as soon as Ken crosses her, we are going to hear how much of a crazy person Ken was and how mean he was and how he didn't do anything and how this, how that. And all of the bragging that she has done will again be called into question and go on her checklist or her kind of running tab of how many lies has Gypsy Rose told since her prison release. And to close it out, she really just goes off and says, if anyone actually believes this BS, then your brain has been rotted by misinformation and clickbait with bias and hate-driven content. God gave you a brain, use it. Again, to close us out on such a demeaning and everyone is stupid, everyone's an idiot, how dare anyone call me the liar into question, how dare anyone give a little bit of a different opinion on what I'm doing as a public figure. I guess if you're in that camp of having critical thinking skills, then according to Gypsy Rose, you have brain rot and a bias and hate driven content, whatever. Gypsy Rose, people simply do not support you because of who you are. And again, like I said earlier, if this was something where this was some kind of just like super unhinged campaign against somebody that did not deserve negativity, I would sit right in this chair and say, this is crazy. This is just like not okay. But just the fact that you've been given a platform where people agree with you is part of the entire cluster of you as a person. And like I always say, we're here to talk about the little gremlin, no matter what she does. If she is still posting publicly, whether it's something positive or if she's extra salty like she was in this post, if it's happening on social media, I will be here to cover it. Nobody is stupid for wondering or having a different perspective about somebody who is a grown adult abusing and manipulating a disabled man to kill her mother. And I have a lot more thoughts on this because Ken, some of the things he said in the live that I will be reacting to hopefully tomorrow, just really, for me, it reminded me that Ken and Gypsy do not care about the deplorable end that Dee Dee Blanchard had to her life. It just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to them, and everything is, oh, poor little Gypsy, she was abused, even though we know that that is, in fact, not what happened. But either way, as always, we're here to talk about it, so tell me how you feel about this down below. And the last thing that I want to say is, if you are somebody who has had a child and you are having some hurdles or difficulties losing the baby weight, and maybe you're having some delays in getting back to a normal routine, or you're dealing with something like PPD, or just, I don't know, maybe you had a child and you're a single parent. If any of those apply to you, do not ever allow a little gremlin like Gypsy to make you feel like you're not doing as good as what you could be doing. To me, this is just so sick and twisted. And as long as your baby is happy and healthy and you are happy and healthy, don't ever allow somebody like this to come on and make you feel even a grain of, I'm not doing enough. That is not okay. And yeah, those are my thoughts. Stay tuned for the update on the situation that I talked about in the beginning of the video. But for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.
I've learned some new details about the 6-year-old who was forced to stand outside in what felt like -5-degree weather holding this sign as a form of punishment. As I said in my previous video, this is Cody Scott, and he is a K-9 officer with the Logansport Police Department. He was the first responding officer on the scene, which I feel like is a conflict of interest. But when he showed up on the scene, he said nothing illegal was happening. And the person who took this picture and actually called 911 said that the mom, Kylie, was standing in the front window, either this one or over here, but was laughing at the whole thing. And then come to find out, this isn't even her biological child. This is her foster child. They have 2 kids. The son, so this child's brother, is adopted, but this poor girl is a foster child. So not only is she publicly shaming this girl, she's laughing in the background. She also writes on the sign, I even take an antipsychotic, letting everyone know who passes by what this girl's private medical information is. I've also been getting some messages from people who know this family who have said that they have heard the parents screaming and yelling at each other from nearby, whether they were neighbors or just passing by, but that this is a very fractured family dynamic. I don't know how they're even allowed to have a foster child in their care. And if they are willing to publicly shame their 6-year-old foster child, then what are they doing behind closed doors? Also, just for the record, the person who called 911 also called CPS to file a report. As of right now, there is an investigation pending, and if there is an